Hello and welcome to the 2023-2024 school year. My name is Mr. Erickson. I am the assistant principal, and I will be guiding you through this presentation for Pinellas Teleschool orientation. General information and policies. Students are assigned to Teleschool by their area superintendent or the district threat management team, and only the area superintendent or threat management team has the authority to reassign a student from Teleschool back to a traditional school. Here at Distant Academy, we are the home site for Pinellas Teleschool. That means our staff and administration will facilitate the academics and track behavior as well as attendance for your student. Teleschool students are required and expected to attend classes daily on Microsoft Teams, and students are also expected to follow a bell schedule. Students are not allowed on any Pinellas County Schools property for any reason during their reassignment time. This includes, but is not limited to, clubs, sports, activities, or after-school events. However, there is one exception for Teleschool students, and that is during state and district mandated testing, students will come into Distant Academy to test. Some general information and policies continued. The time frame that a student is recommended or reassigned to Pinellas Teleschool could be 1, 2, or even 3 semesters. Please check out page 77 on the Pinellas County Schools Student Code of Conduct to see more information about reassignment. Please note on that page, reassignments can be lengthened for certain reasons. Students who are reassigned for an off-campus felony or through our district threat management team must remain in the Teleschool program until the case has been reviewed and closed with a recommendation to return to a traditional school. Also, as stated in the Student Code of Conduct, students in honors, advanced placement, or magnet courses who are reassigned to an alternative school must be aware that their curriculum will be impacted. We will make every effort to continue scholars in comparable courses in their schedule. However, families and students should be aware that reassignment to an alternative school does affect the student's academic plan and may delay completion of some courses. If you would like a graduation check or promotion check, please contact the Teleschool Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Cooper. Where do you go for Pinellas Teleschool assistance? On this table, you will see there are different services with different supporting staff available to assist you with the questions that you may have. Again, the school administrators are Mrs. Hughes-Leaks, the school principal, and Mr. Erickson, the assistant principal. If you have information about orientation, coordinate, welcome and intake, requesting technology or password reset, as well as attendance reporting or records, you can contact Mrs. Green at her email address listed here, or call the school and her extension is 2305. For more information about completing orientation, questions about Edmentum or testing, please contact me, Mr. Erickson, at my email address, or by calling the school and entering extension 2014. If you need to change address or phone number, need reservation and registration information, if you need verification of enrollment, or to withdraw your student, you would contact Ms. Bingham at extension 2007. Some counseling service and other resources we offer to the students at Pinellas Teleschool. If your student has questions about Pinellas Technical College, St. Petersburg College, college prep in general, FAFSA, career industry certification, 504 coordination, you can contact Ms. Ephraim at extension 2060. If your student is in need of clothing or a referral for eyewear, as well as any other social service referrals, you can contact our school social worker, Ms. Pippert, at extension 2070. For any testing support, PBIS, PBIP, FBA, or in-kind like support, please contact me, Mr. Erickson, at 2014. Finally, our school resource officer is Mr. James Miller, and he could be contacted at the school extension 2222. Our Pinellas Teleschool teachers, for math, we have Miss Higgins. For reading, Mr. Stojkovic. For science, Miss McIntosh. Social science, Miss Hunter. And for technology support, we have Mrs. Sandman. The learning model here at Pinellas Teleschool is all virtual. Your teachers will add your student to their Microsoft team page, and students are expected to follow the bell schedule that is going to be shown to you in a minute. All of the curriculum for student classes can be accessed through Clever. Edmentum will be the main platform of use in all content areas except for reading. On this slide, we have included a QR code to take your student right to Clever login screen. Edmentum can be identified by locating the lowercase e with the color crossbar as seen here in the bottom left corner of your screen. The Microsoft Teams icon can also be found on the bottom of your student taskbar or in Clever Office 365. The bell schedule for students is listed here as well. Students must be logged in by 7:15 a.m. to be counted as present and not tardy for the day. Please make sure your student follows this bell schedule accurately in order to maintain accurate attendance. Students who do not let their teacher know they are present during the class period may be marked absent, which will affect their overall attendance. Daily schedule. Students should log into Microsoft Teams by 7:15 a.m. and be in their first period class. Once they are in class, they can log into Clever and access the appropriate learning software for the class. This would include Edmentum, iReady, ThinkCirca, Lexia, or others as made aware by your teacher. Again, Edmentum is going to be the main platform. It has replaced Apex this school year, so please ensure your students know how to access Edmentum, and if they don't, please call the school. Classes are independent. However, there is a certified teacher in the subject area to provide supports as needed. An electronic device such as a laptop or tablet with internet access is required for Pinellas Teleschool students. Students can use a personal device they already have at home, or they may check out a Pinellas County Schools device. Please note that any Pinellas County Schools device or equipment that is checked out requires parent guardian to complete a technology equipment acceptance and responsibility form, either online or on paper every school year. If your student already has a working Pinellas County Schools laptop, it must connect to Pinellas County Schools Wi-Fi and restart so it can receive updates for Teleschool. If it was checked out from the student's previous school, we will need to look at it to determine its compatibility. However, if your student has a non-working Pinellas County Schools laptop, you will need to return it to the school it was checked out from. Previous year Teleschool students may be able to swap out the defective equipment during orientation or by scheduling an appointment. Please be sure you get a receipt from the school that you return the equipment back to. Once you receive the receipt and you have returned the equipment, please give the school a call so we could schedule the opportunity to check you out a new laptop. If your device stops working, please contact the school at 727-893-1115. We will try to troubleshoot it over the phone first. If we are unable to troubleshoot it, or it is a persistent problem with the laptop, the parent or guardian can bring it into Distant Academy for a swap. Again, please note, students should not be on any Pinellas County Schools property for any reason, with the exception of state and district mandated testing. Based on the damage or problem with the device, administration will make a decision as to whether any fees will be owed. All Pinellas County School devices are monitored for appropriate usage. Students can receive disciplinary referrals for inappropriate use of equipment, and repeated misuse can result in further consequences. Please also note that students are prohibited from circumventing the security systems installed on the laptop, as well as accessing social media apps on the device. Let's review the forms and policies together that are in the orientation packet. First, you will notice there is a welcome letter. Next, you will notice there is a parent-student acknowledgement form, which acknowledges and provides you with additional information that your student has been reassigned to an alternative school for disciplinary purposes. You have a Where Do I Go for Assistance paper that provides you with a quick reference on who you should contact for specific issues. We've also included the student calendar, the Code of Conduct acknowledgement form, residency questionnaire form, EAS parent-student notification form, the home language survey, Pinellas County Schools medication policy, network internet acceptable use agreement, and the directory information opt-out letter. Please note, the Pinellas County Schools forms can be completed online by accessing Focus. We highly recommend that you use this method instead of coming to the school to complete the paperwork. Please let us know if you have any questions. Students will need transportation to Distant Academy when it is time for them to test. Pinellas County Transportation Authority does offer free rides to Pinellas County school students with a student ID. If your student is in need of a student ID for these purposes, please email a clear picture of your student from the shoulders up to Mrs. Sandman at sandmann@pcsb.org. Middle school students' requirements for promotion. Students should complete one social studies class, one science class, one math class, and one language arts class per school year. This would mean they would complete one of each of these classes their 6th grade year, their 7th grade year, and their 8th grade year in order to be considered for high school promotion, which will give them 3 total of each core content area. High school student diploma and graduation options. The state of Florida offers 2 graduation options, the first being 18 credit acceleration career prep offer, as well as a 24 credit option college prep high school diploma. Both of those diplomas are traditional Department of Education, state of Florida high school diplomas. The main difference is the 18 credit option cannot go to a four-year university. However, they can attend a 2-year college or Pinellas Technical College and then transfer to a university once they have a couple of years at the traditional college. So regardless of which graduation option your student is on, the top list here is what is required to obtain a high school diploma in addition to testing requirements. Students need 4 credits of English. That would be English 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 9th grade English, 10th grade English, 11th grade English, and 12th grade English. Students need 4 credits of math. One of those credits must be Algebra 1. Another of those credits must be geometry. 3 credits of science. Biology is a requirement in taking science classes. 3 credits of social science. These are 1 credit in world history, 1 credit in U.S. history, half a credit of economics, and a half a credit of U.S. government. Students will also need 1 credit of performing arts or practical arts, and this can be accomplished by taking 2D art, 3D art, or many of the other options Pinellas County Schools offer. However, in order to meet this graduation requirement, if your student does not already have this credit, they will be taking digital information technology while here at Pinellas Teleschool. On top of the credits and requirements that I just mentioned, Your student will also need 3 credits of selected electives. This could be reading, basketball, volleyball, so on and so forth. Those requirements, plus meeting the testing requirements, are what is needed for a student to obtain a 18-credit high school diploma in the state of Florida. Students who are looking to go to a university as a freshman or trying to qualify for the highest Bright Future Scholarship Award will also need 1 credit of Hope and 5 additional selected elective credits. 2 of those 2 years consecutive credits of the same foreign language should be taken if the student is also thinking about entering university as a freshman or trying to get the highest Bright Future Scholarship Award. The testing requirements for students to earn their high school diploma are as follows. Students must pass 10th grade reading and Algebra 1 end of course exam in order to meet state of Florida graduation requirements, regardless if it is an 18 or 24 credit option. These tests will be given to students as the FAST testing, Florida Assessment for Student Thinking. Some students will be eligible to take the ACT and SAT to try and earn a concordance score for these 2 testing areas that are needed. Students who also need to take these assessments after completing the course. Those are middle school civics and 8th grade science. And in high school, students must take U.S. history, biology, geometry, and the Florida Civics Literacy exams. Concordant assessments, such as the ACT and SAT, are provided with alternative scores for students to meet graduation requirements for the reading assessment and the Algebra 1 end of course assessment. These concordance scores have been put together by the state of Florida. However, Pinellas County Schools does offer SAT and ACT in school twice a year. The fees are completely covered by the district. Pinellas Teleschool juniors and seniors may be able to participate in extended learning programs such as the Saturday ACT SAT boot camp prior to the testing administrations. Pre-approval to come onto campus for test preparation is a requirement. You can contact me, Mr. Erickson, at the school to obtain pre-approval. For district and state mandated testing, students must attend Distant Academy. They cannot go to any other Pinellas County Schools facility to test. Dates, times, and expectations will be communicated in advance. Please note, student phones will be collected upon arrival and given back after the test session. Bags and jackets will be searched for items not allowed as referenced in the Pinellas County Schools Code of Conduct. Students must bring in their Pinellas County Schools laptop for testing. This allows us to lay eyes on the laptop and count it as part of our inventory, as well as receive any proper updates that may be required for your student to continue their learning. Students must dress in appropriate clothing in accordance with page 56 of the Pinellas County Schools Student Code of Conduct. Again, if you have a need for more information about testing or test prep, please reach out to me. Your student has access to Khan Academy as well as several other resources to assist them with testing. Many of these resources, such as Khan Academy, provide a diagnostic test for your student to take, and then it will provide lessons based on your student's results for the areas that they need to work on the most. Students should practice reading every day. Put those cell phones down, pick up a book or physical paper, a magazine, anything that you can read, set a timer for 15 minutes, and just read. Use the local library to find books that your student is interested in. Through Clever, digital and audio books are available for checkout through the school district's Destiny website. Students should increase the time they read every week by 1 or 2 minutes. They should also choose a variety of texts between fiction and nonfiction. Please remember, to get better at anything, you must practice. Practicing reading will only make you stronger when it comes to taking the tests, as well as in your future. A few more additional points of information. Student daily attendance is critical. It keeps them on track and allows them to accelerate their learning. Students who are behind can catch up easily. On-track students can get ahead and even graduate early. One of the main things is Teleschool does comply with truancy laws, DMV attendance policies, as well as all other Pinellas County Schools attendance policies. Parents, how can you help? You can help by providing your students' teachers with an email address and become a coach in their Edmonton program. Another great way to remain on track on top of your students' progress is to communicate openly with your student's teacher. You can also have your student log into their learning platform at home and show you exactly where they are at as far as assignments completed, assignments due, and their current course grade. If you feel that your student may be off track, please contact your student's teacher right away. On this page, we have provided QR codes for you to have accessibility to some of the most commonly asked for documents. The first one is Pinellas County Schools dress code. The next is Teleschool website. The third is Pinellas County Schools Code of Conduct. And then again, we've posted the Clever login screen here for your students' convenience. We are excited to see what your student brings to Teleschool and hope that you have an amazing year or semester, depending on how long your student will be with us, and we wish them nothing but great success. Please reach out if you have any questions. Have a great day.